Alright, this afternoon I'm taking out the Delta MiG for its high-speed runs. I put a paint scheme on here that I know works. This is the paint scheme off of the F117 version 3, and it does a lot for long-distance sight for my eyes. I can see this contrast really well at the other side of the field, and because it's such a fat plane, I'm going to have to bring it out to the extremes of my field here and do some high-speed runs down that way, and that way it doesn't crash into anything but corn if something goes wrong. Once again, I've got the Hobby King NTM prop drive 2700. I've got a 5 1/4 by 6 1/4 APC prop. I've got 50C Easy Flight Pro 2200 4S battery, and the same Proton 60 amp ESC that I had before. The thing works great with 4S also. Total weight of the plane is now just under 24 ounces, which I think is pretty good. I thought it was going to be more than that. Little bit of torque roll there. All right, bring it down and check the components out a little bit. Whoa, pretty good. Wow, motor is just starting to get warm now. That's amazing. ESC is just getting warm. Battery is not warm at all. Wow, amazing setup here. Alright, so for run number 2 here on the Delta MiG, I put a fresh battery in, and I'm standing behind this backhoe here hoping that the tinted windows will allow me to look up into the sun and do a high-speed run. There's a breeze coming from that direction, so I'll be going with the breeze rather than across the breeze. So let's see. I've got the Hobby King Doppler, which used to be RC Speedo. I'll put that down and let it listen from my box here, so that I'm not turning it while the plane goes by, because that throws off the accuracy of the Doppler. Alright, I can feel the battery getting weaker. Let's see what kind of maneuverability we've got. Definitely a speed plane. Got the higher wing loading now with the 4S battery than it did before. I swear I smell the motor. No thrust vectoring, so the loops are pretty long. Okay, one more high-speed run. Okay, one more high-speed run. All right, motor's getting pretty hot, I'm sure. Let me bring it down. We'll check the numbers out. Okay, let's see what we've got. Yeah, motor's a tad hot now. ESC is still fine and the battery is still fine. Okay, let's see what we have in the way of numbers. Okay, we start off with 149, 221, which is not accurate, I'm sure, 108, 101, 109, 101, 134. Well, I'm getting some consistent numbers, 126. Getting some consistent numbers on this, and I've got it dialed in for temperature, and I had it laying down on my case here so that it was listening without me turning my body. So I don't know how accurate it is. So the Delta MiG certainly is fast. The one thing I will say is that it's got a lot of torque roll with this setup, the short wingspan. So if anything, I would probably increase the wingspan a little bit, maybe sacrifice some speed, but gain a little bit of stability. So I'll think about that and get some feedback from the guys on the forum, whether this should be strictly a speed plane, or should I factor in some maneuverability on here. Being a rear prop plane, the maneuverability is going to be a little bit limited compared to a thrust vectoring plane with a mid-mount. So I don't know, I'll think about it.